live. I've got half an hour before I go to my next client. Half an hour. Half an hour to not kill, to spare. I like to say that, to spare. Half an hour to spare. And doing pop-up lives is the way forward, I think, because every single time I try to book a show, sometimes something comes up and I have to do stuff. I have to do stuff. So I'm going to wait for you guys to pop in, and in the meantime, I've got my travel guide, the Scum newspaper, and I'm just looking here, and it says you can go on a cruise for £3,299 per person. £3,299 per person. And if I want a balcony on this cruise, it's going to be from £4,499. And if I want a suite, morning Mastina and Little Pudding, how are you? I was going to save this live. That's why I decided I was just going to keep talking and then just save it. So when you guys wake up, you can see Janice K. But yeah, I was just going through before I get to Ray's. I was just going through the Scum travel, and I was just thinking, on a cruise, imagine the Bahamas, Norway, Iceland, a cruise, nearly £9,000 per person. I mean, imagine. I was just thinking, right, Mastino, imagine having to pay to travel this to travel the globe. This is the globe. This is Mother Nature's world, and we're paying to travel wherever we want to go. I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it? It's just absolutely crazy. So what have you been up to then? What have you been up to, you and Little Pudding? Have you been planting anything? Any goods? Any veg? I've planted loads now. I've harvested lots. Green beans. I'm actually going to do I'm going to do a nut roast today. I'm going to do a nut roast. Because it's nice and simple, and I'm going to keep my veg nice and just al dente, because I've got broccoli, cabbage, and runner beans. So I'm going to use those. Who's being a silly bollocks now? Oh, you're going to plant something next year. Hang on, let's just move this up. I know I haven't really been doing many lives, guys. Well, I have been, but I haven't been, if you see what I mean. It's very, very willy-nilly. Welcome in, Clyde. How are you, my darling? It's very willy-nilly, and I think sometimes what we have to remember is that we existed before social media. We were lifing, we were doing stuff before social media. So I strongly believe, and I know, that we shouldn't let social media take over our lives. And when I do the pop-up lives, it's to interact with people. It's to see how you all are mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's a good way. It's a good way of offloading the thoughts of the week, isn't it? It's a good way to end a week, to say, to see what's been going on. But again, like I say, I used to, just say, I'm going to be on at so and so time, and I will start doing that again, but only like once a week. Then I know that I can commit to that one day a week, that one day live, and commit to that one show, because I enjoy doing the quizzes. I enjoy the full joy, interacting with you guys and finding out how your week went. And it's not always going to be, it's not always going to be about me. It's a channel, Random Jan, and that's what I am, random. I like to be spontaneous. I like to do spontaneous things, and fuck me, I'm tired. I honestly, guys, it's it's good working for yourself. I would recommend it to anybody, but it does take a lot out of you. It does. And then I was out last night. I was out last night dancing, and then I got back in at 1 o'clock, gone one, and then I had to be at my clients at 7:30. Got there at 7:45. Um, Left, and now I've gone to get some like a paper for my other client, and then I'm going to go to them and sort out their lunch. But yeah, it's not easy working for yourself, but it's you're very satisfied working for yourself. I'm very satisfied working. I like being in control of I like being in control of my destiny, put it that way. And I think a lot of us should. Some people have jobs um, because they want security in the job, but there is no security in any job. You are responsible for you, and the job is there to enhance you if it does. Some people are doing jobs that they're not really keen on. They're doing jobs because they want to make the money. That's not satisfying your soul. That's not nourishing your soul. Why would you get out of bed to make money for someone else and not enjoy it? Thank you, Carrie. How are you? Is that Carrie, my Carrie, uh, the one that does all the mudlarking? um, yeah, so like I say, if you're going to get out of bed in the mornings and give your energy to something and it doesn't nourish your soul, then stay in your bed. Stay in your bed. I know you're great, Carrie. Are you mudlarking, Carrie? I love that, Carrie. But I love most people, especially when they behave themselves. They might behave themselves. Maybe. All right. Okay. Well, we'll leave it like that. Um, but yeah. But going back to work, when I was 11, from the age of 11, I always wanted to work. And in my book, AI Jan, which is available on Amazon, good plug there. I talk about all my jobs. Thank you, my darling. Oh, it's a jacket. It's a jacket. It's a jacket, and it's size 12, and it's way too big. It's way too big, but yeah, I love it. Thank you. Um, um, and I talk about my many, many jobs because all the jobs that I've had over 50 jobs in my lifetime. I've had over 50 jobs in my lifetime, and all the jobs that I have helped me in the job I do now. So I'm a self-employed private carer, but I'm more a PA. I'm more like a guardian. And so what I do with my private care is I assist my service users. Um, I assist them in everything to organise their life. Everything, everything that to organise their life, to make their life better, running smoother, with clarity, and that's what I do. And I organise extra care for my service users so that when I go on holiday, they're looked after. So sometimes it's mentally draining, and sometimes I would just like to be at home in my pajamas and just do nothing. At least I'm honest. Sometimes I would like to just get up in the morning, lounge about, and just do absolutely nothing. So if you're going to get out of bed and you're going to go out and work, make sure it's satisfying your soul, because if it's not satisfying your soul, if it's not satisfying your soul, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be absolutely miserable, and it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So, right, so I've got 7 minutes now on my live. Your mouth looks useful. Oh, does it? Well, my mouth talks a lot, doesn't it? My mouth talks a hell of a lot, and I use it for lots of different things. Oh dear. Well, I'm interacting with you now. So, uh, without ranting. But if you say something, I will interact. If you, I'm carry on ranting. If I'm carry on talking, because I'm random, so I'll carry on talking. But yeah. So, are there any questions? If I was looking in this, right? I was looking in this paper magazine, and I was looking at I was looking at the travel, and I was just looking and thinking, how expensive is that? How expensive is that? It's expensive, isn't it? Absolutely expensive. Harold Bowers. Harold Bowers restricted. What were you trying to say then? What were you restricted? I can't see what you were trying to say. Obviously something naughty. Um, obviously something very naughty, which I can't even look at. So you've been put on the naughty step, because sometimes people come into lives and they want attention, and there's nothing wrong with wanting attention. I think it's good to be acknowledged when you come into a live, especially if you're sitting there and you're listening to someone. I think that's important, that you know, us as content creators acknowledge you and say, hi, how are you? And to me, that's a good thing, that you want to stay and you want to interact and you want to talk. But sometimes, you know, it's a child, because they say the most random silly things. I know I'm random Jan, right, but I'm an adult child, so I can get away with it. But sometimes children say some random shit, and you think, well, that's a bit random. That's a bit random. Oh yeah, of course, because they're on a random Jan channel. They're gonna say this is a random Jan kind of thing. So if she can be random, so can we. We can be random. Grand rise to you. Salute. Happy wifey. Are you at home? Are you in your own bed, or are you in someone else's bed, or what are you doing? What are you doing today? Have you been out? I went out last night, and I'm just tired. Tired. And I'm going to get down to my clients in a minute. Oh, thank you, darling. Do you see this? See this? Everyone likes this jacket. This jacket, Stace. Right? It's a 12, but it's a big 12. These people who are making these clothes are making them wrong. I don't know what they're on. I don't know what they're on. Oh, Mastina, you're still here. You were quiet, Mastino. You weren't saying much. How's the seed project going? My seeds aren't growing very much on the outside, but on the inside they're growing really well. Oh, you were listening to me ranting. Yeah. But isn't it true though, Mastino? And don't you think, if you're going to do a job, do it, don't just do it for the money, do it for the love. You got to do it for the love, haven't you? Because if you imagine getting out of bed, making money, and hating the job, that's horrible. Love you too, I hear. Yeah, it's that's not satisfying the soul, is it? You're trying to get an allotment. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, guess what? Speaking of allotments, right? On my allotment, some people have let their allotments left it to pot. They've left their allotment looking like shit, literally. So in our allotment group on WhatsApp, they're saying these people are like, they love their allotments like me, right? So they're saying uh, people who own allotments need to start looking after them because they're looking a bit unkept. And if you can't look after your allotment, ship up and get out. Because there is a waiting list for other people who will look after their allotments. I thought, Ross Clark. That told them, didn't it? Yeah, it's been lovely. It's nice. It's nice out, Stace. You going out again? Heart of fruit, veg and carb. Oh, pudding will eat them. Oh, but you need a polytunnel, and you need to corner it off. Pudding's naughty, isn't she? Pudding's naughty girl. Um. Oh yeah, if you get an allotment, it's one of the best things you can possibly do. You get an allotment. It's one of the best things you could do. It's you just. Well, when I had a garden when I lived with my ex-husband, um, our dog used to dig up the carrots. Our fucking dog used to dig up the carrots and eat them. And we had a vegetable patch at the back of the garden, and I was not interested in any of that growing at all. But I've grown as a person now, you see, so I love all that. I be with wife tonight, not hubby. Who? I be wifey tonight, not hubby. What? Oh, you going out with another woman, are you? Where you going? Where you taking her? Oh, you're a wifey tonight, not a hubby. Oh, okay. So you're dating someone who's more butch than you? Are you dating someone who's more butch than you, Stace? Lipstick lesbian. Come on, spill the tea. There's no point in typing that and not spilling the tea. Come on. I need to know. I need to know what's going on. Because the picture you sent me the other day, you looked very butch in that picture. And I just thought that is definitely hubby wifey. That is not wifey. That's not wifey at all. Mustino. Oh dear. It's only because I knew it was a girl. She had the cap on and everything. She was he was doing the rounds, weren't you? Yeah, spill the beans. Exactly. Spill the tea, man. Bring the tea. Bring the tea, man. Bring the tea. Bring the tea, man. Bring the tea. Where's the toast? Where's the toast? Yeah, exactly. Where's the toast? I was out with all my friends. Kelvin was there last night, Stace. Kelvin looked sharp, nice and smart. Looked really nice cream jacket, a bit like this, but it was like cream with little black dots on. And his wife was there, and his sister-in-law was there, and his brother was there. It was really lovely, and a few of my friends were there, and it was lovely, really lovely evening. And someone else was there, right, that I fell out with. Sorry, two people were there that I fell out with. And when they saw how sharp I looked, they were pissed. They were pissed. Oh dear. Yeah. Some people, they do things in the spur of the moment. When you do that to me and you mess with me, don't mess with my man, don't mess with my boys. What's it? Don't mess with my mind, don't mess with my thoughts. You always get asked for 3 in a bed. That's not intimate then, is it? If you're doing 3 in a bed, that's not intimate. Being intimate is meant to be 2 people, not 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So if you have been asked to do 3 in a bed, think about it. That means that person is sleeping with 2 other people who have slept with other people. So you know what they say about that? Their love is contagious. Not her, no. Yeah. Now, if you're going to be, I think intimacy is for 2 people, and that is it. When you've got the third wheel, it doesn't. Does it take 3 people to make a child? No, it doesn't. It takes 2. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Just me and you. Well, we'll take me and a man, really, not me and a woman. She's single on her own. I mean, people I talk to. Well, I don't care. People you talk to, she's Aries. Oh, Aries are kinky. Aries men are very kinky. Aries women, they're a bit, yeah, that's us. They are, mate. Right, I am going now to drop this paper and do a bit of care management because I've got a plumber coming today for a client, and I need to make sure I'm there. To make sure I'm there to do what I need to do. So on that note, I am going to say salute, and I may do another pop-up live a bit later, but who knows, I get busy. So till then, love you all. Thanks for joining. If you subscribed, you're part of the tribe. And remember, if you haven't bought the book AI Jan, it's on Amazon now. Till then, salute.